reaching.
Kiss it. Kiss the camera.
I hope he's on board.
Jurassic Park or something.
I'm Joe, and this is Johnny.
In the past year, we bought old trawlers to live aboard. We've been learning, upgrading, and adventuring on our yachts TOKO and Estrellas ever since.
Subscribe to our channel to see how far we've come and just how far we'll go. Welcome aboard.
Here's a chart of the San Pedro Channel, or the Gulf of Santa Catalina, which encompasses our entire journey for the most part. So if we zoom in down here on San Diego, we're right up in here on Harbor Island. We're gonna come around out the bay right here and then hook to the northwest, follow our track like this, which somewhere I've got our track data. The long leg, pretty much a straight line. Autopilot's gonna cruise us the whole way, and then continue up here to Catalina Island. This here has kind of been my running list of things to check before leaving for Catalina. So we'll go down the line here real quick. Scott, just do those aft lines at the same time, that's fine. Alright, go ahead, take him in.
I hope he's on board. As the sun goes down, look at that. Would you just look at it?
Yeah. What are we cooking up?
All right, today we got a little bit of shrimp, pre-cooked. That's easy for the underway. We're gonna reheat it. Throw a little garlic salt, maybe a little butter in there, a little Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm gonna have a creamy dish.
Oh, I need to get a video of somebody taking a bite. Johnny, take a bite. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Avalon. We did it. What time is it? 5:30 in the morning?
Is it 5 yet?
4:45.
We had a real rough way over. It was really rough on the way over here, but we made it. Life's good.
We almost got smoked by a tanker.
Flying not for want of wings, he lights his gaze on you and me, simply because we matter. And as this world goes by, taking time into the blue.
Joe, what you doing down there?
Yes, indeed. We've come up to our first problem of the trip. Going for some hot water and a little battery top off on anchor, and alternator belt was screeching out of control. So just tighten up a little belt here, and then we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, this one, not that one. This one, this is spare. Yeah. Oh, I was just talking to the kid. For the folks back at home, just those of you who don't know what an alternator is, don't worry, neither did I until I bought a boat, and now here I am adjusting it. If you see, okay, let's do a quick lesson, huh?
So you've got the whole belt system, right? And it just came loose, so we had like a good wobble going on in there, which was letting it rub and squeak. So I came over, loosen this nut, pull it tight a little bit, and then tighten it back down, and we'll op test. Captain's log. We had a nice little stay in Avalon, as always, but I think I speak for all of us that we're more excited for two harbors than for Avalon, expecting to go to a really sweet little dive spot, well, multiple dive spot, but one that we're gonna try out. We're really hoping to get some lobsters, get some fish, and feed ourselves the next couple days.
We're headed north to a little place I like to call Two Harbors.
You know what they say? The best time to leave is when it's time to go.
A lot of truth in those statements.
It's about 10 miles, probably looking at about a 2.5 hour transit. So right now time is 10:20. Should be there around 1 o'clock. Everybody's having a little fun.
Got some lines out the back. Seeing what we can do. Still have never caught a fish off the back of this boat. Pulling into Two Harbors, going right in there to 4th of July Cove. Marks and Johnny prepping up our ground tackle for the mooring.
Started rolling. Here we go, team.
Alright, Marcus is still in the water. We just dove over here on this whole ridge. Finally found some lobsters. Also got a rockfish, and I'll show you what we've got so far. We'll see if Marcus comes back with anything else. But have a look. This big one. Marcus caught that big one. I got this one and another pretty good sized one. All keepers. And also got this rockfish. So we've got a pretty nice little dinner here. Might save some for tomorrow as well. And we'll see what Marcus brings back in. Pretty excited, catch and cook. We just went diving right over here off the ledge. Came back with the first sculpin.
Yeah, baby.
And a couple lobsters.
Couple bugs.
Marcus got the big one. Shouldn't put that one up there. Look at that thing.
Kiss it. Kiss the camera.
Final morning here in 4th of July Cove. We just dove in here again one last time. Quick one. Tried to get some bugs before we left and had no luck. But we did see a giant sea bass, or giant black sea bass. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. And we're just making some preps to get underway. Head back to San Diego. There is a small craft advisory starting later tonight, so we're really expecting to be back before then. But we'll keep you posted.
All I'm saying is peace.
about 2 or 3 hours into our return voyage. We've been keeping an eye on the weather from the start over the last few days and listening in on the radio as well for any updates. There is a small craft advisory coming through. We are, I expect, mostly in front of that. Might be a bit uncomfortable, just like the way up here, but expecting a safe journey home anyways. And we'll be paying attention and trying to film as much as we can to explain what's going on and see how it's affecting the boat and us as passengers. Right now you can see the Burgee. There's some wind and there's some, you know, baby white caps, but nothing I haven't been out in before, and we'll see basically just what it builds to eventually. We have gone ahead and started tidying up the deck space just to make sure that as we're moving around on deck, there's nothing to be tripping over. And that's standard safety for any time you take the boat out, but especially now we've got a lot of dive gear and stuff on board, so we've stowed that all as low as we can and out of the way, so we have clear decks and we should have a safe journey home. The weather report as of right now is calling for about 10 knots of wind for most of the day on the way home, with swells up to 2 feet, which is totally manageable. And then in the evening and tonight is when the wind is supposed to pick up, and also the wave size and period will rise and drop conversely. So but even so, by tonight it's only supposed to get to 2 to 4 foot swells at an 8-second interval. So again, that's not going to be super comfortable, but we will have it behind us, so that'll make it a little bit better. And even if we were going dead on into it, 2 to 4 foot is definitely still safe to be out. About 12 o'clock, 12:30, so we've been on the water for 4.5 hours here, and the sea state is almost coming off of our beam, which is not great. We got a fair amount of roll, not too much rock though, which for me feels better. I prefer rocking over dropping off the back of waves pretty much any day, but things are looking good. Concerns with the small craft advisory remain behind us at this point. We will just keep riding along, and we've got a couple of duck out options, a couple other options for just courses to steer if things start to get really rough. We might just turn to the left or to the east a little bit and have the seas come a little bit more behind us, which will reduce that rock for us. So as of now, things are looking good. Visibility is probably 10 or 12 miles, and we're just trucking along, feeling good. We're cruising at about 5.5 to 6 knots, which is a little better than we were before too, which is great. And we've got about 60 miles yet to go to San Diego. 58. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and all the other videos, and for supporting everything we do on Instagram. It really is a bonus to, you know, first of all, to live a life on a boat like this and get to do these adventures, but it's even more fun to get to share that with you guys. I love when you guys comment. I read them all, and I try my best to respond to everybody, and that's actually kind of what inspired me to get on the computer and pump out this video today. Was a couple of followers saying, where's the content? So on that note, I'm in a career transition, and I'm going into a lot more boat work here now. So it's my hope and expectation for myself to start sharing a lot more of this with you guys, whether that's videos, upgrades on this boat, travels on this boat, other boats, repairs on other boats, deliveries, maybe some training videos, captain type stuff, ship handling, all that kind of stuff. So please stay engaged with us and look out for more content, and I can't wait to keep going. Thanks, guys.